So your wheel is not turning, or they are turning and make some weird noise. You need to check your washer. Did you put them on correctly? Welcome to Pasion e-bike, and today we are going to learn how to put on washers. Let me show you why it's important to put on a washer and what happens if you don't put on any washers. Speaking of the wrong way of placing them, this is the wrong way to put your wheel. Inside the frame, the cable is here, blocking, and even if you try to force it there, it would be touching the frame, and this is bad in the long run. So, the correct way is to turn the wheel and make sure the cable comes from the outside. Going back to our topic, we didn't put any washer here, so the speed gear is turning. But as you can see, the speed gear doesn't have any chain on it. So even though it's turning, it's barely touching the frame. This is where we need to put washers to make some space. So, let me explain to you what a washer is. This is called a torque washer. And this is called a spacer washer. In most cases, you need to put two washers in the speed gear side, a torque washer and a space washer. In the disc brake side, you need to put one washer, sometimes two washers, sometimes even three washers, depending. Remember, there's no fixed number of how many washers you need to put, so just as many washers as you need to make everything turn smoothly. And you can see after putting in the washers, now the speed gear is running smoothly. One of the most common issues is after you put your e-bike together, you hear some wheel noise when the wheel is turning or your wheel is stuck. So let me show you how to put the spacer correctly to remove that noise or to make your wheel move freely. First, we will start by removing the brake caliper. Now we'll remove the axle nuts. And we also need to remove it from the other side. So now, after removing our washers, now let's put them back again. In the speed gear side, I put two spacer washers. In the disc brake side, I'll only put one spacer washer. Now we'll put the washers from the outside as well. I'll put one torque washer here. And in the disc brake side, another torque washer. Let's test if our wheel is turning. Always try to check for sound. If you hear some weird sound, it's something touching. You'll need to redo this process. We need to put our brake caliper back. And we finally finish our build by putting axle nuts on both sides and tightening everything. After you finish, always do this again if everything is perfect. And this is how you put on your washers correctly. I put one torque washer in the outside, two spacer washer on the inside. In the speed gear side and in the disc brake side, I put one torque washer in the outside and one spacer washer in the inside.